Hey guys, it's Carolyn and welcome back to the podcast. Today we have a interesting guest all about technology and how it help improve your business. So Scott Binger is the innovative CEO of Evolytix, leading the company with a bold vision and passion for transforming technology into strategic business solutions. With extensive experience in both leadership and technology, he has driven Evolytix to become a recognized leader in its industry. Under his guidance, the company consistently pioneers new approaches to blend data-driven insights with creative problem-solving. His unwavering commitment to excellence and forward-thinking strategies continues to inspire his team and shape the future of the organization. Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for that introduction.
No worries. Before we jump into all things about Evolytix and how it works, tell us about yourself and how you got to where you are now.
Yeah. Do you want the short version or the longer version?
The long version, go for it.
Before technology, I had a career in operations and financial management, and really discovered that there was so much inefficiency around how data was being analyzed and reported and tracked, and realized that there was a lot of room for that there was an opportunity to improve so many processes out there, and decided to make a change in my career and really latch onto that, and pursued a career in developing systems and solutions to address those inefficiencies.
So tell us about Evolytix. When did you start it and kind of what is the goal?
Yeah, so Evolytix has been around for about 7 years. Since that time, we've developed a wide range of systems for tracking, analyzing, reporting data, everything from electronic medical record systems to financial reporting systems. And more recently, within the last couple of years, we set out on developing an AI-assisted data analytics platform that securely allows users to analyze their data in a conversational manner. So rather than having to know technical mumbo jumbo, they can just ask simple questions to their data and get real-time answers.
That's exciting. So basically you take all the data from different sources and put it in one place?
Correct. Yes. So it can be data from multiple systems, from a CRM system, from project management systems, from financial management systems. So it can take data from QuickBooks, from Zoho, from all different sources, put it into one place, and then through the magic of AI and the solution that we've built, allow users to analyze that data altogether.
So if I was coming to you, so like I run a law firm, right? And I have different databases. Like we use Clio, which is a CRM, and then we use QuickBooks. And I wanted to analyze that data of like how many hours did this attorney bill and how much did we make? You would kind of need to do that. What would that look like if I came to you and I wanted to know that information?
Yeah, so we would work with you to extract that data from Clio and any other systems that you wanted, and bring that into Dashbud, which is our AI data analytics platform, and you can start asking the questions.
That's interesting. So tell me about I know I was watching one of your videos on winemaking. Tell me about that one.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I do like wine, so that was a fun one to make. So we found data online for various just specifications of just the quality of wine, and we thought it would be a fun way to show the power of the platform, and really found some interesting results. I have to admit, I made that video a while ago, so I can't remember the exact outcome. But that being said, I do know that it was a good example of how the platform can be used to gain really some really good insight.
So tell me about like one of your favorite clients, how they came to you, what the questions I ask, and then where you put them and what the systems that you built for them.
Yeah. So outside of Dashbud, which is our flagship product, we do a lot of custom software development work, and we built a one of our nearest or oldest and dearest clients. We built a electronic medical record system for, and it was a very it was built to very specific and unique needs that were outside of what can really be done, or really what was available through the open market. And that was a lot of fun to build. And that was 7 years ago, and it has gone through some great transformation over the years. And really proud of that work, and that we continue to work on it.
So how did having that data improve their business?
So it improved their business in a lot of ways. It allowed them to see, in this particular case, it was pharmacists that were making recommendations on the administration of the usage of various medications, and it allowed them to see trends in what medications were being prescribed, how they were being prescribed, whether they were being overprescribed, underprescribed, and allow them to see some really valuable trends just in the in that industry.
And you were talking about Dashbud, and that's your new product. Tell me more about that. What is that?
Yeah, so Dashbud is it's a AI assisted, and the reason that there's a specific reason I say assisted, data analytics and reporting platform. So the reason I say assisted is because unlike many tools out there that you can use, many AI tools out there that you can use to analyze your data, the data itself, the way we've built this platform, the data itself is never actually consumed by the AI model. The AI model is only seeing what the user is asking it, is only seeing the question.
Gotcha.
And not the data itself. So if you were to, for example, ask ChatGPT to analyze, you uploaded data from Clio, let's say, and you said, can you analyze this to show me all cases in the past year that had certain properties, or excuse me, it could do that, but it's consuming your data at the same time, and that's a huge privacy concern. The way we've architected this platform, that data is actually never being consumed by the AI model. So you sort of have the best of both worlds. You have the power of AI to understand what your question is, and to allow you to ask a question in plain, what's called natural language. And at the same time, it doesn't actually consume your data. And then we have all the accoutrements of a powerful data analytics platform, such as charts and graphs and dashboards and all that fun stuff too.
So how does it give you results if it doesn't consume the data? I'm curious.
That's a great question. Again, I can give you the long answer or the short answer. I'll give you the long answer. So the platform is actually using what's called the database schema. So it looks for, it's using what the user is actually sending in, meaning the prompt itself. Say, for example, show me all sales by region for the past year. And then it looks at the data source and says, okay, there are fields in the data source. There are columns called region, sale, or amount. And so I'm going to use the names of those fields to construct what I think is the database request, the database query. And then we take that query, and once that's constructed, and then we retrieve the data based on that.
Interesting. What do you think this looks like in the future with AI? I'm very curious.
I think there's a really I think there's a really strong place for it, because I think that the more we evolve with AI, the more people are going to realize that their sensitive data is being consumed by AI, and they're going to want and start looking for platforms that are not consuming their data.
Gotcha.
And that's where Dashbud really shines.
Interesting. So like most of my clients are like construction companies, big ones, small ones, mom and pop companies. So they probably have data in different sources. How could you help them?
So we can look at where they have their data coming in from, again, whether it's CRM systems or financial management systems or any other type of platform. And we can say, okay, you can bring in all of your data from all these various systems, put it into one place, have it on Dashbud, and analyze your data all together essentially, and not have to go into these various systems to look at trends, understand, to really get a sense of where your business is.
So it can be like, did I make any money on this project? Questions.
Yes, exactly. And you could literally ask a question just like that.
And like, overall, did I make any money?
Yes. Which you may not want the answer to, but at least you can ask the question.
But that you're supposed to use the data to help grow your business, right?
Right.
And you can see, well, help point, like if you didn't make money, could you ask it like, why did I lose money?
You could, yes. And absolutely, we've seen that before, and you get very specific. You can get those answers. Yes.
Gotcha. Interesting. And so how long does it take to develop like this, and how much does it cost?
So you mean how long did the actual platform take to develop?
No, like if a business comes to you and wants to set up their own.
Oh yeah, it's out of the box. We can certainly assist in importing or connecting to data sources.
Gotcha.
But it's pretty out of the box, and easy to do. And it's the price is $28 per user per month, with no long-term commitment. So and as I said, the platform is really easy to get started with. You can import data and have a full-blown dashboard built out within a matter of minutes.
Really? So it's like it's an online system that you log into and you tell it where to pull the data from?
Yep, exactly.
Wow. I thought it would be way more complicated than that. I thought you were going to tell me it took months to develop and
No, that really our goal in building this was to make this platform. There's a lot of competition out there for data analytics and reporting, and our goal with this was to make this as user friendly as possible, and really cater to professionals who are intelligent and know their businesses really well, and know that they have a lot of data that they can leverage, but they just don't have the time to learn one of these, I'll call them overkill type platforms.
No, I agree. And there's usually a lot of I can think of even questions that I have that I can't go into either system and get an answer to, or not easily anyways.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get you on board with this.
I'm very curious because I want to try now. Like, I know there's been questions in the past, and because even I know the CRMs are always continuing to evolve and add things, but there's, the wait time on that is forever.
Yeah. That's and we're pretty, just to that point, we're pretty small. We're a small shop, and the beauty of us being a small shop is that if a prospective customer calls us or an existing customer calls us and says, hey, love the product, working out really well, but I'd love to see X, Y, and Z. What do you guys think? If it's a great idea, we can easily accommodate that. So it's it's the beauty of being a smaller shop.
That's what I was going to ask you next up. How's your customer service? Do I have to talk to AI to get an answer?
No. We we use AI for all the right things.
Yeah. AI is not good for that.
No, we believe in a true human experience when it comes to that.
That's
For
good. So
sure.
tell me about your leadership skills and how you lead your team, and really, do you use AI to help with that at all?
No, I don't use AI to help with that. We're a very flat organization, and we're always communicating, always challenging one another, asking tough questions, and really providing an environment where we can all really all thrive and not feel like we're inhibited to ask questions or really make it difficult to do our jobs.
And how do you think it got that way? Because, as a leader, sometimes I have people that are afraid to voice their true opinion because they don't feel safe or they don't feel like their job is protected.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's in large part, it's always just been my personality to be as upfront and as transparent as possible. I've always sought out to create an environment of full transparency, full open door. No, I've worked in places before where there, office politics and office drama just completely suffocated the environment, and I really did not want that. So I made a very conscious effort to grow an organization that was just the opposite.
I agree, and I think it's so you can so easily, even with one wrong person, you can so easily slip into those negative places where you don't want to be.
For
It can
sure.
happen very fast.
For sure.
I've seen, if anybody who's been in business long enough has seen that happen. All right, so tell me, what are your goals with Evolytix? I mean, who else are you trying to reach? Tell me where you're headed.
Yeah. So our goals really fall into the two sides of our business. One being custom software that we provide, and the other being Dashbud. So with our custom software side of our business, our goal is to continue, growing that side of the business and seeking out new customers on a regular basis. In terms of Dashbud, same thing. We've gotten some really great traction so far, and we're looking forward to continuing to grow the product. Doesn't need to be a household name. Few data and analytic platforms are household names. And so I don't need it to be a great, sexy product like that. But our goal is certainly to grow it and make it a significant player in the space.
And what kind of marketing efforts are you doing? And which ones are you seeing that work and which ones don't work?
Yeah, there's certainly a lot out there, isn't there?
Oh, yes.
So a lot of digital marketing, a lot of social media. We found SEO, the right kind of SEO. SEO done correctly, we have found that to be successful.
Okay.
We've gotten a lot of great great results through organic searches. And in terms of social media, LinkedIn is definitely our platform, since this is largely a B2B product,
Gotcha.
business to business product. And what doesn't work is really cold emails. Cold emails. I think the age of cold emails
It's over.
is dead.
I agree.
It just doesn't work. No one pays attention to it anymore. It's just like white noise that's out there. But yeah, I would have to say digital marketing, social media are definitely the favorites of ours.
I agree. Well, it's going to be hard for you to market because, like, I, as a business person, don't even know what I'm looking for, right? Like, I want to be able to analyze all this data.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what that would be called or where I would look for that.
Yeah, and that's you hit upon something really interesting. That was our challenge in a lot of the digital marketing in our digital marketing efforts, especially when it came to SEO, search engine optimization, and
Yeah,
trying
what are your key search terms?
What are your key search terms? What are people actually? You go to Google, and what are you actually typing in? And to your point, you may not even know what to type in. So it's not like you're looking for a air conditioner and you're typing in, show me all the air conditioners that are
exactly.
Yeah, it's a
I
little.
have numbers I need to see and I don't know how to see them. I don't even know what I would look for.
Yeah, so we've through trial and error have come up with 50, 100, 200 keywords that we think, or key phrases that we think are pretty good. But if you have any, I'm happy to
No.
happy to hear
what do
that.
all these numbers mean? How can I get useful data?
That's a great one.
How can I get useful data out of all this data that I keep recording and don't know how to access properly?
Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah. All right. So if somebody want to learn more about you or the product, where would they go?
Yeah. So best place to go would be Get Dashbud, GetDashbud.com. And you can easily sign up for a trial, or just contact us, and we'd love to hear from you.
Gotcha. And I see you're on YouTube too with some very helpful, cool kind of videos.
And we're on YouTube as well through Evolytix, Evolytix. I think it's you can find us if you go to YouTube and type in Evolytix.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.